My bag's packed again. As you see, I've got a roll mat on the outside, which means I'm obviously ground dwelling. I'm going to head up for, managed to get a night off work, so I'm going to head up to the Moss camp on the riverbank and do a one night under there. I've got no tarps or bungees or out like that with us, so I'm just going to sleep in the shelter. Can't wait. I don't even have a chest bag today. Nice and light. Just heading out the city. Well, just crossing the last road. Then it should be peace and quiet. So after like 25 years of walking this route, through all the mud and water, the farmers finally decided to tarmac the path. Look how new and nice that is. Normally it's like very deep in mud and marsh. Quite cool. Save a lot of hassle in winter. I've been hearing a lot of gunshots over the last 15 minutes. Thinking it's that season already. Should have brought my maracas to scare everything away. The bean crop has been cut down. That's awesome. That's going to make the walk a bit easier too. A little bit more use out of my tripod. Brought it with us today. Makes a change. Well, I always bring it with us, I just never really use it much. I should really. Look at that. Oh yes. You can walk with me now. I don't know how you can see that, how that's working out like, but we'll see. This is actually a really heavy tripod to hold. God. Tripod's like stainless steel or something. And no doubt we'll get a lot of people saying, well John, maybe you should have got a lightweight tripod. And when someone says lightweight tripod to me, that just means it snaps easy. At least with the big, have had dozens, probably over 70 tripods since I started YouTube. And yeah, stainless steel doesn't bend or break in your bag like these alloy ones do. I'm quite rough on my kit, as you know, so it's good to have something that's sturdy and I trust with my camera. So yeah, I'll tell you one thing, it's kind of tell the seasons are changing, and I've just put my hand in mud on the tripod. It's your fault. We have to take a look at this.
The floodplain. You can even see which way the current went with all the grass and the debris went that way. Which is the current, same current as the river, so we know it was the river. Burst its banks, probably one of them storms of Storm Ophelia or Storm Brian that passed over the last week. All this has been washed out, you can see, in the high area. And look at that there, that's where the water hits the trees and all the debris builds up. I'll show you, I'm 6'2".
It's up to my chest, so yeah, a lot of dry wood too.
So there's this ongoing yearly thing going with the river and firewood and all that, and a lot of you might know, but a lot of you newcomers might not. 90% of my building materials and firewood comes from the period of now and late spring, where the river periodically floods through the year, washes up all the debris and the driftwood onto the banks, and that's where I get it. So for the past year and a half, we haven't had anything really substantial, and but before that, like maybe 3 years ago, like the abundance of wood was so diabolical that, yeah, that's when I established some of my building camps and materials and stuff like that. So yeah, we've had nothing good since to talk about, but this year so far we've had like maybe 3 floods where the river's burst its banks onto where I camp, and yeah, it's looking promising, as if we might have a good accumulation of wood this year, which would be really good. I'd like to make a canoe if I can find a log big enough. This is where I Gore-Tex up, as in Gore-Tex pants, because it's just started raining, and the path further on from this gets very, very wet. It's meant to last all night, this rain too, so we'll probably be cooking and getting everything else in the rain later on. But I think now it's enough for the sightseeing and time to get to the moss camp and just hope that it's still waterproof and untouched. So muddy. Look at that. Pure mud. Ooh.
3 quite large shrooms there. Quite cool. I like stopping and having a little look at stuff like that. As you see, the mud's turned into woodland path, which is a lot drier. No licking. No licking. We'll have none of that. Hey, slow down. But this is live. Carlisle gets trampled by cows. Alright, slow down. Oh, you got a lot of flies. I'm heading towards. Whoa! Slow down. Speed restriction. I'm gonna try and stay to the outside of them. Hey. Psst, go on. Go on. My plan now is if they get too excited and try to run into me, I'll just get into that dugout. Slow down. Psst, go on. Get. Go on. We're still being followed by the cows. Almost at the edge of the field. They know it too. Oh my God, don't go! Too bad. Oh. Oh, crazy cows. Right. Look at that. Thistle. So I've just, I think I'm taking 5. Took all my kit off. I'm at the riverbank camp, and all the low-lying land is washed out. But there seems to be loads of debris. We'll check out that soon. There's some buckets down there too. Yeah, looking grand. It's all just driftwood. It's washed up over the years. And I've took with my chainsaw, did that. And this was vandalised about 1.5 years ago by kids. Cut down a couple of trees and that, but they never came back. Everything's still as I left it. Last time me and Tim did a little revamp. Corner's still nice and airtight and just awesome. There's a little hole there. Still got that bit to finish, but that's for another time. Excited. I love walking down in the floodplains because you get to find loads of cool wood. Lots of little tidal lines. And look at the pile in that bush there. Oh, there's a football. Rugby ball. Oh yes. Oh, nice. The collection of footballs I've got from this river is obscene. It's just like wash up everywhere. I might actually stop at this camp and stay here for lunch. Because it's about 12 o'clock, sorry. So it's about time. There's loads of debris. Love it. although my log's gone. I had a big log over this bush last year. I was saving it. It's washed away. See the fun we have. Football and camp, and it doesn't get better than this. Oh, look at that wall there. Yes, that's what we like. Grab a firewood, I got that, and all this here dry wood. So yeah, I just don't have it in me to walk away from such nice firewood, so we're going to stop here for lunch. Coffee and some sort of edible something cooked on the fire. Fire's on. That's what we like. Nice big fire. So the plan is, I'm going to eat this delicious Mars bar, and then drink my awesome coffee, cook some sausages, put my fire out, head up to the mosque camp. Cheers. Caramelized red onion and pork sausage. That's really hot.
my fingers.
Some sort of jet.
Just sitting thinking, since the fire is really nice now and the sausages are almost cooked, I did pack an oven in my bag. A bit random. And just so happens I have an emergency apple pie that I could cook, so I might do that, but I'm still deciding on it. Just doing a tester. That's going to be where my base of my oven's going to go, and yeah, I'm going to go for it. Apple pie. Got my sausages there. I want to eat them while my apple pie's cooking. Bit random. Here's the apple pie.
So what I've done now is pulled my fire away from the actual thing, and we've just got hotbed around with a few burning like ember logs. So that I'm going to call that gas mark like 4, something like that. And I've got my fire at the side, and even though that's not touching, it's still radiating a lot of heat towards the top of the pan. Hopefully we'll get a nice round even cook. It's looking good. While the apple pie's been cooking, and it's almost done, I've been out here collecting and standing up firewood off the floodplain. Got a nice haul. Just stacked it up there for next time Tim and me come camping. And it's the back end of the moss wall. I hear rain starting again. Or spitting, I think it just spitting. Well, it's had its little sprinkle of rain. It's stopped again. So I'm back here chilling, back up against the log and moss wall, just waiting for my apple pie. Mouth's watering. Clearly see drops of rain in the camera. It's just a very light drizzle, I think. I don't think it's getting me too much because of the tree coverage, which is not very much, but it's still enough to keep you sweet. Oh, wow. That is good. Just to stop that oven rolling, just in case. Last thing I want to do is get this close to a finished apple pie and for it to roll again. Right, are you ready? I bet the anticipation is killing you. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that, the sun's came up over there. Well, came out. It's already up, it's come out. Just for the record, the water never got to the shelter, just the back wall. It's kind of brushed it out underneath there and put some more beams in to support it, just in case, not that it needed it. I'm getting ready to get the apple pie out and get another coffee on the go. And that's the apple pie. It's split where it's boiled out, and I caught that side, but it's still awesome. Smells amazing. Look at that bit that just broke off in my hand. Oh yes. That's gonna burn my tongue. That's everything tidied up and me on my way now. Taking up the Venom football with us. Shrooms. Some more here. The size of that one. The holly now has berries. So another reason why I came back to this camp is just because it's really old and yeah, it needs a lot of work. It needs a lot of work. I'm going to take these outer walls down just because they're not needed, and just because we're in sort of a cauldron, so wind's not really an issue. Keeps the bench. Tidy it up a bit, I think. So look at that. All tidied up around there, just that side bit to do. And it's just going to be the shelter on the bench and the fire left. I think it'll look pretty much cool on its own. Got the new Wilson up there too. There he is. There we go, all tidied up. Awesome, you can see a lot more of the area from the shelter now too. So I've just been setting up my shelter. Built like a little stonery around here. A shelter inside. Raised log bed. A past Wilson in the corner. All bone dry pretty much. That's where I'll be sleeping tonight. Getting dark now. Temperature's dropped a lot too. So that's just in time, coming to the boil. Sweet. Pretty pitch black now. I think it's about tea time. See you, Wilson. Just loving it. That's my bed for tonight sorted. Gore-Tex bivy bag underneath, and the roll mat. Awesome. Got me a nice parcel of salmon and prawns on there. Looking forward to it.
rusty campfire, which is turned into semi-bonfire, I think. That's us all tucked up now. We'll catch you all in a couple of hours. Oh, morning all. It's just gone 6 AM. Still pitch black outside and raining. See my porch step. And my breath in the air, Baltic. But I'm all good in here. I'm still in my sleeping bag. Just used some pine resin that I got from Scotland to reignite my fire. It's struggling a bit, but it's raining, so to be expected. Yeah, definitely good morning. I've been up for like an hour and a half and rain's finally stopped. Fire's going in, I have coffee. And you can see the brow. That's the morning camp. Wilson's out in the rain chilling. I'm all packed up there. Just my half a cup of coffee left. Just putting on my fire. It's a rather wet morning. Oh my god, look. Some shrooms just in last night in the dark. Ish. I think someone mentioned turkey tails or something like that as a name for them. I'll have to Google that one. We're closing in. No licking. We'll have none of that. Proper plodding this morning. I'm in the second woodland already, over the 2 fields. Making good time. There's a deer bed. Small one.
over and out. Hope you enjoyed. I did. This one was quite cool. I enjoyed it. It was nice using the tripod again too. So yeah, we'll catch you all again on the next one. I thank you for watching. I thank you for the constant support I get on my channel. And yeah, peace out.